Hey guys, and welcome to day 20 of Inktober 2017. So today's piece was slow going, and that's putting it nicely. Today was very rough for me. I was exhausted and not motivated, and there are many different reasons for this, but primarily just my body was not wanting to work with me this particular week. However, I didn't want that to be the reason I gave up on Inktober, so I knew that I wanted to continue regardless. So early this morning, I just took a piece of paper and I started sketching. I didn't really have a specific idea in mind. There was a vague concept of having a figure with one of their eyes sort of blacked out. And in this case, I ended up covering the eye with something reminiscent of tape. And this kind of parallels the rose illustration I did yesterday. I also drew a little bit of inspiration from what I think was my second Inktober piece, where I did simply a portrait surrounded by lilies. Now, I've definitely done illustrations since then that I like much better, but there's always something about a portrait with flowers that's very appealing to me. Sometimes, as in this piece, I do like to make things a little bit darker or a little bit more mysterious, but typically I do like the aesthetics of simply a portrait combined with flowers. And when I look back at this piece, there are definitely things I would do differently, as I think is the case with all of my artwork, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think if you're not able to see your mistakes and see what you're doing wrong, then there's never any room to grow, and you'll never be able to get better. You won't be able to move past those mistakes and actually improve on them. I think the main thing here is there's something slightly off about the actual construction of the face. I don't know if it's too narrow or the forehead doesn't extend far enough out. A lot of times when I'm working on pieces where specific areas are covered by something, as with this piece where the tape is covering the eye and the bangs are kind of covering the forehead a little bit, I tend to get a little bit confused where I won't be able to accurately gauge where those pieces should be. And this is simply a practice thing. Sometimes I will draw those elements underneath and then erase them. For some reason, I didn't do that with this piece. I think I was just very tired and not motivated, and so I was more doodling than anything else. And that resulted in a piece that I'm not necessarily mad at. I still enjoy the look of it, but I definitely can see where its flaws are. But speaking a little bit more on the topic of motivation specifically, I personally go into weird funks where I don't really feel like doing anything, and sometimes I just have to push past that. But also, as exciting and fun as this month has been, and as much as I've learned from the process of creating finished illustrations every day, there are definitely a lot of things that I want to do that I'm not able to. And one of these things is making videos for my main channel. I have a video script that I need to edit and record, but this entire month has been so crammed for me that finding the time when I'm not completely and utterly exhausted from doing these Inktober videos to set aside the time to do those other things has been difficult. I've also been trying to plan for next month, which is November, which is NaNoWriMo. And if you don't know what NaNoWriMo is, it stands for National Novel Writing Month, and I've been doing it every year for going on 8 years now. 2017 will be my 8th year. And the challenge is to write 50,000 words in the month of November, and I'm planning on writing kind of my big series, my big idea of what I want the world of immensum to encompass. I've been working on this series idea for 5 years now, 5-6 years. And so it's very intimidating. However, it's hard to find time to plan when I'm so engaged in making this Inktober content. So as exciting as Inktober has been, I am excited for it to be over so that I can continue on with new and more exciting ideas and just generally use my creativity in different ways. So thank you all for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.